Have you ever wondered why some melodies just stick in your head and sound so catchy? Well, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down a simple technique that's used in huge songs like Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD and All of the Lights by Kanye. This formula is used in so many different drill and trap beats, and it's one of my go-to systems for whenever I've got beat block. So if you get it yourself, this video will help you. But before we get into it, on the 27th of September, I'm releasing a brand new trap bundle and production course called the Sacred Trap Suite. By far the biggest trap product I've ever created. There's almost 1,000 unique drums, loops, midis, presets, one-shots, accents, phrases, and everything you need for cooking up trap. Plus the course covers everything you need to know about making trap beats, such as dark melodies, melodic vibes, drum sequencing, mixing, arrangement, and even exporting your beats. If you're interested, the waitlist is officially open, and if you're on that list, you'll receive a huge discount, a bonus trap bundle, a $20 voucher, and more. But the list is only going to be open for a few more days, so if you're thinking about it, make sure you click the link in the description now before it closes, and let's get straight into the video. Alright, so we're in FL Studio. I've got the BPM set to around 150 for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to go drill or trap yet, but we'll see soon. I would start with any instrument. I've just got a piano for now, and then we can highlight a scale just to make it easier. Choose a minor natural, we'll go C sharp. Now if you don't know about music theory, every note in the scale has a number. We're using C sharp minor, so C sharp is 1, the next note in the scale is 2, the next is 3, and so on. So you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes in the scale. So when you remember those numbers, you'll start to realize certain chord progressions that always seem to work. And there's a couple different catchy ones we can use. We could start on the 1, like C sharp, and then here's the common options. So for the next chord, we could go down 5. And I know this is the 1-5 progression because we're going from the first note in the scale to the 5th note. Or what we could do is go up 5. This would be a 1-4. But one that I hear a lot is starting on the root note and then just going down 4 notes to start with. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see this is the 6th note in the scale. And you could either have it there or up an octave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see it's the 6th note. So these will be the root notes of the chords. So we'll bring those down an octave. And then to create a chord, you just want to skip a note in the scale and then skip another note. And if we did the same here, let's see how this sounds. These root notes just always tend to sound good together. And then from there, you could even build on that. So in the examples I mentioned earlier, they don't just use 2 chords, but they'll have those together and then move to something else like the 5th note. So let me just bring those down again. Could even bring those down an octave too. Create a chord. They just always seem to sound right together. And then you could even add another passing note to bring you back to the first one. And then see what sounds right after that. Like even that. So we're not going to keep it like this, but you'll hear how it sounds. You see how that just resolves nicely. So as long as you remember these number systems, like for this one, we're working in a minor scale and it would be the 1-6-5. The 1-6-5 progression is used in so many different hip hop tracks. And you might hear it commonly in things like Lil Baby type beats, where if I take these notes, we could bring them down an octave and then we could do something like remove the middle notes. And then you have some sort of catchy melody on top. Like even if we just copied this over, it's probably going to sound all right because we got that progression. And then you bring these out. And then obviously you could build on that. I used to use this progression so much for all of my orchestral drill stuff. But if we're not trying to go too emotional, we're just trying to make something catchy that's going to keep your head nodding, kind of repetitive. We don't want to use too many different chords. So what we could do is even just use these 2 root notes and then repeat these. So let's just build on these 2. We'll bring them up and I'll probably change the instrument soon. Same process, we could draw in chords. But then we can make it more interesting with inversions and the voicing. So I just mean changing the position of the notes. So instead of the G sharp being up there, we could press Control and down to bring it down here. Same chord, but it will sound a bit different. So this is sounding a bit tense and dark, but we're going to build on it. We could bring some notes out as well. Let's cut this, copy this over. So let's have a look. Maybe we could bring that down. So already we've got sort of a catchy melody. But let's switch up the instrument. I'm thinking something stringed instead. Let's try something like this. Let's get some bass notes in there as well. So remember we're using C sharp and A. But we could come up. Let's bring it up to D sharp. And then what we could even do to add a bit of rhythm is make a cut here and then bring this chord back. Then we could switch a few more things up. Maybe add another note here. And then we can use Alt and R to randomize the velocity a bit. And then if we press Control and B to copy it, maybe what we could do is extend this one and then keep this part the same. Let's add some halftime though, and we'll just bring down the mix, and this might give us some low end. Sounds like we've added another layer of guitar. Could even go back to the piano and add the bass notes in like this. That final note here. There we go. Maybe just leave it there. Let's get some chorus on that. We'll just bring down the mix though. Maybe with some cassette too. That sounds kind of hard. Just bring down that noise though. Alright, now I'm going to take the soft piano from Labs. Got the same MIDI in, but we'll pitch it up 2 octaves. We'll add halftime, but I also want to get an EQ and take out a lot of the low end. Yeah, so we'll do 2 times. Just going to add a nice top layer without muddying up the lows. Could even just get rid of the bass notes. Alright, next up, I just want to add a few little sprinkles of melodies, just things that aren't going to play throughout the whole track. So something like this. Like even just that one. Let's see how this sounds. Maybe this violin, you know. I know it's been used in a lot of beats, but it's so sick. Yeah, hard. So I might have that playing when the piano comes out. What I could also do is send everything to the same bus, and then instead of having cassette just on the guitar, I could put it on the whole bus, and then it should tie all of the instruments together. Cool, so the melody's almost ready. I feel like just adding one more thing. So at the time I'm filming this, the bundle isn't even finished and organized, but I do have the vocal phrases ready, so let's use some vocals. Let's try something like this. Pitch up 3. Crazy. This one's perfect. But on the vocals, I'm just going to filter them and then add some pancake to separate them. We'll have this when the high piano isn't playing. And then just to refresh our ears, let's pitch the whole thing down by like 2. Back to where we started. Alright, cool. I think we could work with this. Alright, let's get some drums in. And I'm thinking we go trap for this one, just so I can show you some sounds from the new kit. It's going to look completely different when it's ready. And when I design sounds, I make so many different ones and then just narrow it down to the best ones. Grab something like this. And then something for a counter snare. Or could use this. Grab a hat as well. We'll keep the bounce kind of repetitive, but we'll add a few rolls in. Even that, you know, we don't need to overdo it with the rolls. Let's grab something like this. Right, let's bring everything up 1, just so the 8/8 can hit a bit harder. And then we'll bring it up. And we'll add another one here, and maybe up here. I'm hearing a rim in this as well, just to some percussion. Yeah, just those two. And then definitely an open hat as well. Let's grab this, and then we'll adjust the length, and then maybe a shorter one somewhere. Want something to hit when the kick hits, even just something like this. Might even shorten it. Try one more perk as well, maybe just right at the end there. The drums are sounding hard, but I just want one more 808 pattern, so we'll switch something up here. Same again here. There we go. Okay, that's definitely enough drums, so let's do a quick arrangement. I think we'll just start with the main melody, but we take halftime off, just bring it in like here. We'll bring the keys back in as well. And then we'll save the kick and a couple of the perks. And I think instead of these, let's start with the vocals and then the violin. So we'll have this as like a hook, and then I think the piano can come in the verse like there. And then we'll also bring halftime back off here. We'll need the second 808 pattern there, first one back in there. Just copy these drums over. Same thing again here, we'll just save the percussion and the kick. Then I'm also just gonna make their hats match the 808, just so the bounce sounds right. Okay, then we've got halftime back on. The keys can come in here as well. Alright. Then we just need a bridge. Maybe the guitar can just come down an octave. Grab sound shifter again. Ooh, you know what? That would sound right in the intro as well. And then just have it gradually come off. And then I think we just do the same again here for the bridge. And then let me try one more thing for the bridge. I'm hearing some halftime, but on the hats. Have them come up here. Could even add the vocals in there as well. Yeah, there we go. And then let's just copy that over. Okay, let's have a listen from the beginning. So yeah, just starting with everything down an octave.
Cactus.
See what I'm saying? This melody is catchy, man. Violin always sounds crazy. This section we've got that piano coming in. Just adds a nice bit of variation on the coming in this part. So I hope you liked this video, hope you found it useful. If you did, then let me know in the comments. And if you want to get the Sacred Trap Suite, make sure you join the waitlist using the link in the description.